Hello friends, one stock which is widely followed and owned in electric vehicle segment is nothing but Sona Comstar. Now we're going to understand today why this stock has fallen by almost 50% and what is the future prospect about this stock, whether we should buy, hold or sell from this level. So we are going to talk in detail about fundamental and also about the technical about this stock for the long term perspective. So stay till the end, we are going to discuss in detail. So friends, again welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. My name is Tapan Doshi, and do subscribe and like this video. Now guys, let us go in detail about Sona Comstar. Now talking about Sona Comstar, now first understand why it has fallen a lot. Now if you can see here, Sona Comstar stock has actually fallen by almost 50% from the top, almost 750 odd level. Now it was around 7420 level. Now let us go and understand the reason why it has fallen so much. Talking about the reason of fall, first reason is nothing but actually if you can see, the Blackstone was holding more than 30% of Sona Comstar when the IPO was launched. But however, now after the IPO, they've sold almost 10%, and now they almost exited that remaining 20.5% of their stake from the Sona Comstar. See why they are getting out, why this FII is getting out, because you also know that economic situation at world level is not so great, even USA, Europe, and FII are literally getting out wherever they see that yes, they have enough profit or they are booking the profit. Let's be honest with you, they are literally running away from last few months. Now from last week they have started coming, but yes, one of the main reason was that yes, Blackstone has completely exited from Sona Comstar. Another point you can understand is the global recession which is going on, fear that going on in US and Europe. You can see the Europe is in a very bad condition. Even USA actually, because of high inflation, the Fed is increasing rates slowly and gradually. Now because of this bank collapse and all that, if they may stop, but yes, the situation is not so great. Also the demand position in this Europe and in USA is not so great, it is getting hampered. And you can see that Tesla, the way the stock has fallen, of course all the electric vehicle stocks across the world has fallen accordingly. And similarly Sona BLW was one of the culprit of that, and they were on the receiving side, and actually they were falling a lot. So that is also one reason. Again, slowdown in China, guys. You know that yes, from last 4 5 months the COVID situation in UA China has been stabilized. But if you see, talk about 6 7 months before, Sona BLW had a very good export at China level, and there was a big slowdown because of the COVID crisis. And because of that COVID crisis, that the demand was quite dampened, and that is the reason, one of the reason why Sona BLW was not able to export a lot, and their business at China level was hampered. Again, supply chain disturbance. I understand from last 1.5 to 2 years, because of the COVID crisis and Russia-Ukraine crisis which happened, what happened, that supply chain disturbance was there, semiconductor issue was there across the world, and that has actually impacted Sona BLW also, and their production and everything got hampered, and that was also one of the reason why it was falling a lot. Again, forex volatility, because the US was increasing the Fed rate again and again and again, because see their inflation rate was almost more than 9%. No, they have to bring it down, so they were increasing the interest rate. But when you increase the interest, the on the receiving end is nothing but this all this demand and forex volatility and all that stuff. Now because of that forex volatility, 74% international revenue comes from like export done by Sona BLW in Europe, US and everything. And as a result, there was a forex fluctuation volatility also dampening the stock a lot, because analysts were not sure how the Sona Comstar will able to handle this type of forex volatility. Another was high metal prices across the world. After the Russia-Ukraine crisis, the metal prices started going up a lot, and this was a reason, because one of the raw material of Sona BLW is nothing but the steel and everything, correct? So that increase in metal prices will bring the profitability at a downwards level, and this was having an impact. And the last point is nothing but a concentration risk. No, basically 45% of their revenue was coming from the top 5 customers. Yes, now during the con call, the management told that yes, they are going to diversify across the customer, they are going to increase more and more customer, diversify it, and so that they are not relying on top 5 customer. Because see, understand, this is one of the main reason of why company fails, because if they have a high concentration on a particular customer, if that particular customer goes away, then they were very very big problem. So this were the basic reason why it has fallen. But someone of you who are new, then let me tell you about 2 minutes about no the what is Soma Comstar, no, what is the background and everything. So talking about Sona Comstar, no, Sona Comstar is in designing, manufacturing, and supplying high engineering critical automotive system and components across the world. Now it is a leading manufacturing company in electric vehicle, and that's why it is always having a no you can say alpha attention by each and every investors. Again, it is a India's leading automotive technology companies with a focus of driveline and electric vehicle segment. Now understand, most of the electric vehicles who are coming in future, no, they need the parts who are no designed specially for electric vehicle. That is where Sona BLW will provide a technology in a layman language. No, it is providing the parts to the electric vehicle segment, no, which is very commonly used. Okay, again, it supplies to the products to auto OEMs globally for application both electrified and non-electrified powertrain segment. Now what is OEM? OEM is nothing but original equipment manufacturers. यानी क्या होता है इसमें? Sona BLW prepare a component, they manufacture a component, then they give it to the other companies, and other companies just put their own label and they sell it from there. Okay, so it is like a OEM now, where they manufacturers, but the yes, the other company which are sourcing all these parts, they can put their label and they can sell from their allons. So this is nothing but a OEM. So yes, it is one of the leading supply of products to the OEMs. Okay, again, it has 9 manufacturing segment and facility across the world, that is India, China, Mexico, and US, and out of that 6 are located are in India also. So let us go and check out what are the basically their manufacturing hubs. So you can see here that it is in USA, Sweden, Germany, Belgium, Mexico, India. Okay, again in India, Hosur, Pune, Sanand, Mehsana, Rudrapur. Again, they have a segment in China also. However, in Sweden, it is an office. But this is how the Sona BLW actually expansion is there across the world, and that is why it is catering this in this electric vehicle segment. It is trading as a premium against the global peers also. So that is the thing. It is a very good company. Again, if you talk about why we should invest in Sona BLW, so some of the main reason which I have seen here is that that it is a rich product mix. Okay, they have a higher mix of driving business. Now what is driving? Where basically from the engine to wheel, basically the way the parts push the energy, and what you say that from the engine and the wheel there is a complete synergy. All the parts whichever required during this period within this segment is being produced by the Sona BLW, and that is when it is having richer products mix, and that all these products are in high demand across the world. Again, it has a net order book value of rupees 23,800 crore, and which is going to be executed in next 10 years. So it is having a rich book, basically order book, which we have to keep in mind. Again, medium term growth prospects remain strong. It is basically because of high quality products and all that, the order book is quite healthy, and as a result the growth in near term also looks good. Again, it is having a premium valuation over global auto components players to sustain due to the best-in-class growth and return ratio. As I told you, no, the Sona BLW is having a very, very good prospects, and again, no, the quality of business which they are having, no, very rarely it is found in the world, and that's why it is having a premium valuation across the world. And again, no, what I've seen and seeing the results, and I am going to talk in detail about the financials and the technicals also. But yes, it looks like that EPS may grow by 35% for next 2 years, and that is a positive sign for the Sona BLW. Now let us talk about what are the, no, this 23,800 crore. I told you that, no, that is the order book which they are having. Now let us go and check in detail about this. Now, as you can see here, the company has a net order book value of 23,800 crores, which is been executed, which is to be executed for next 10 years. Now, if you talk about that, no, 205, now 20,500 billion was there about Q2 financial year 23. And again, in that, no, 9 billion order actually consume, mature, and ramp up during this period. Okay, plus 42 billion they order added in the Q3 23, then that comes to 23,800 billion. Okay, now out of that, no, basically 73% is between the passenger vehicles, two-wheelers and commercial vehicles, and that is nothing but the electric vehicles. So 17,400 crore, which is 73% is basically related to the electric vehicle. Non-electric vehicle is around 6,400 crores, which is almost 27%. Out of that, 10% is passenger vehicles, 11% is commercial vehicles, and 6% is nothing but a OHV. And this is how the 23,800 crore complete order book is being panned out. And this is what you have to keep in mind. Now let us go ahead and understand about what are the various positive about this company. Now talking about, as I already told you, that it is a robust book value, robust order book, especially in differential assembly and traction motor segment. Again, it has a higher mix of BEV, battery electric vehicle segment. Very, very important, because now that the margin is always on a higher side. Again, increase in content per vehicle led by newer product launches. So basically there is a slowly and gradually they are increasing the various parts, different parts which is related to the newer vehicle and newer product launches, because this is very important, guys. As and when new electric vehicle segment, new launches are coming, okay, now that they needs a new parts, and this is where, no, Sona BLW is quite, aggressive, and they are able to provide this product quite easily. Again, margin trajectory to continue to improve, led by first, increase in mix of differential assembly, second, operating leverage benefits, and third will be the forex gain. So as I told you, margin will always be on a higher side because of that mix of differential assembly, no, where there is a higher margin product available. Again, operating leverage benefits, no, they are trying to make their segment as linear as possible, and they are trying to get more profitability from there. Again, forex gains also, they are seeing that lot more fluctuation is not impacting their forex reserve and everything. Again, they have added 11 new programs and 6 new customers, taking the total tally to customer to 25. Now, this is very important. As I told you, that total 5 is having a very big contribution of almost total, about top 5 customers having almost 45% contribution in Sona BLW. Now they are increasing to 25 level. Now let us understand what are the challenges which the Sona BLW may face. One of the main challenges near term, it may remain challenging given a looming slowdown risk in developed geographies. As I told you, USA, Europe are not in a great shape, and if the economy there does not come up, no, then they will have a impact on this Sona BLW also, because the demand will be less and the supply constraint will be there. Also, know that supply chain will be impacted, like semiconductor and all that stuff. Again, looming slowdown in developed geography, North America, Europe, as I told you. Again, persistent supply chain challenges faced by OEM, that is original electric manufacturers, equipment manufacturers, sorry, which is delaying the ramp up of company's order book. So this thing you have to keep in mind while selecting also, because this is very, very important to understand. Now these are the various challenges. Now let us understand why Sona BLW may perform better in future. What are the future key drivers which will be helping Sona BLW to go up from here? Now talking about that, the company expect not to face any cost pressure due to aggressive price cuts by the electric vehicle OEM. Now, even though the Tesla and many other electric vehicle are reducing their prices because there is a recessionary fear in Europe, US and everywhere. But even though they are reducing their main OEM is reducing their main price of their cars and everything, it will not impact the Sona BLW, the parts which they are selling. So that is a positive thing. Again, guided for current EBITDA and PAT margins sustained over next 4 to 6 quarters. So currently the margins are good, and even the management told that yes, for the next 4 to 6 quarters they will be having a good profitability. So that is a very, very good news. Again, the company will focus on light passenger vehicle, commercial vehicle and electric buses segment in the coming 3 years for to further strengthen the BEV portfolio. What is BEV? BEV, as I told you, battery electric vehicle. Okay, so company is focusing on light passenger vehicle, commercial vehicle and electric buses. Now they are trying to supply as many as components and everything to the light vehicles and commercial vehicle and electric, because electric vehicle is the way to go from here. So that is what they are focusing. Again, revenues from EDL will start impacting the top line by the end of financial year, current year 2020, and will peak out around end of 2026. Now, what is EDL? Now, let us talk about this point in detail. Now, EDL is nothing but, actually, Sona Comstar added electronic differential lock, that is EDL. This is one of the part. If you talk about that part, is nothing but this part, this one. Okay, this is the part EDL. Now they have actually added this new component, okay, in their portfolio. And if you see in the quarter 3 financial tendency, that is also they've won a big order. Now if you see here you have to understand one thing, guys. The EDL, again, all this, these are all legacy products. This in colored in black, that is a legacy product. Now these are the current products which they have already created. Now they are supplying to lot many OEMs and everyone. Okay, again, there are the future products. Now these are the future products, ADAS, motor for bots, and so many are there. They are working on it. So the R&D is also very strong, of which they are helping to bring new products. So they are not out of the range, correct? Whenever required, they can bring the new products. So this is what is about nothing but automotive connected electric vehicles. Okay, now this EDL basically will add a lot of profitability in the company's profit and loss this current year. Financials of the company, because financials are very, very important. No, we have to understand how the Sona Comstar has performed over the years and what is the future prospects. So talking about financial, guys, if you can see here, just a minute. Yeah. So talking about 2018, okay, 1920, overall, their sales growth was around 12,000, 15,000. Okay. Then 22, there was quite a good growth from 15,000 to 21,000. Then in this current year, it is expected around 26,000. And in next 2 years, it is expected around 35,000, 45,000. Okay. Again, guys, overall, now, if you can see here, the adjusted EPS. Now, okay, let us talk about adjusted PAT. For 2021, it was 2256 crores. By 2020, it was 3516 crores. But in current year, it will be 3939. Okay, then 5441 and 7462. So EPS, if you talk about 22, it was 6, which will increase by 6.8 this year, which is around 10 to 12%. But after that, there is quite a big jump of almost more than 35% for 24 estimate and 25 estimates also. So this shows that yes, there may be a big jump, and I've already given all this explanation also. Now the because of this, of course, all this based on assumption, but I assume and we assume that yes, it will be around 35% jump in that. Okay, free cash flow also, now in 2023 it was a negative, but it is going to the positive for the next 2 years. Again, guys, gross margin, if you can see, it will remain steady. EBITDA margin also will actually, it will increase by little bit. Okay, maybe 27, 27.2. PAT margin, if you can see, from 14.8. So 16.5 was earlier in 2022, which has gone down to this year, maybe 14.8, which will go up by 15.2 and 16.6. So slowly and gradually, the PAT will be in the same level almost 2 years back. So that is a positive sign. Okay, anyways, net debt to equity is less than 1. It is 0.01, zero point 0.1 and 0.00, which is almost near to nil only. Again, main is ROE and ROC. Okay, now if you can see here, ROE earlier was 20.8, which has come down, which may come down this year to 18.3. But however, for next 2 years, you can see it is 21.6, 24.8, which shows that there will be expansion in arrow. Now this is very very positive sign, and that is what you have to keep in mind, because if there is an expansion in arrow, that shows a very very good sign that yes, this stock may grow in future. So that is what I wanted to make you know. Even ROC, if you can see here, from 24.9 it may go up to 26.7 and 29. So from here also, now what I feel, that your stock has a potential of go to from 20-25% easily from here above, and over the years, it may perform well. So guys, this was all about financial. Now let us understand about the technical also, so you get a 360 degree analysis. Now talking about the technicals, guys, if you can see in Sonacom chart, now we have taken a weekly chart because the basically the history of Sonacom so is quite no, not a, maybe last 1.5 year only we have a history. So because the IPO came almost 1.5 year back only, but talking about that only, now if you can see here, it has fallen by almost 840 level, almost 50% to almost 420 something, correct? But however, you can see there is a quite a consolidation happening. Of course, there was a red no cross, you can see here that yes, there was a fall, but from here somewhat consolidation is there, and from here it may happen that it may go up from here. Okay, now that is what we have to understand, whether it is going up or not. But yes, here if the base is created and if the market recovers, I think from this base, it can get a breakout. Yes, if it does not give a breakout, it may go down also. But what I feel that yes, this level is also good for buying, because it quite a good support. If you can see, from last 6 months, it is having a quite a good support at this level. Okay, from you can say that no, October, November in 2022. So almost last 6 months, it is having a very good support. So from here, no, I feel that yes, it may go up, and it is had created a good base. So no, you can think of buying this and at least expect 20-25% no jump from here, and over the years also it looks very good. So guys, hope you like the in detail analysis of Sona BLW, and I try to include all the main points, why it is falling, again what are the thesis for the future, fundamentals. Okay, also I told you financials and the chart, which will help you to understand know how to do an analysis of a company also, and specifically Sona BLW. So guys, hope you liked it. If you liked it, just type like button. And also if you want to understand how to analyze this type of stock in detail, you can click below link where I have given a link of my masterclass, which I am conducting every week. You can uh, get into it. No, it is free of charge. Normally I charge normally 1500, but I have kept it free for now. You can just click the link and join me. And guys, just stay tuned and subscribe this channel. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you.